Fighting Pride, the Fighting Gold Medal Pride, AJ, Anthony, Joshua. What's going on, all man? Thanks for tuning in once again. Jay's channel, dropping another one for you all, man. Listen. So, I know you all saw the interview with Coogan. Joshua's statements that he's made, saying, I'm sick of losing. He's dead serious about, correcting his wrongs here, or winning. In my opinion, I've seen a lot of people write him off saying he's got no chance, he should have a warm-up fight, things like that, saying Usyk's gonna beat him again. I'll tell you this, man, I believe Joshua's very serious about this fight. He's already travelled to the US, man, travelled 4 different states, mixed with different trainers. He's very serious. He didn't go back to the drawing board. He put up a new drawing board. He put up a new task, his own task. He decided to tell his trainer Rob McCracken, listen, man, I'm flying over to the States. I don't want to talk about this, man. I need to figure out what's right for me. And he's also said, this is how it's gonna go down, man. Either you can step or you can walk. So I'm giving you a block, man. This is your block, but I'm gonna bring some more people in, man. Either you can work with us, with the people I want to bring in, man, or you can step away, walk away. So he's very serious about the fight. He was also asked, was it your game plan? He's saying, listen, man, you need to ask the team that. So he's blaming the team for what happened on the night. The game plan was the wrong game plan in his opinion, saying that, he's like a sponge. He can easily learn from people. And he's saying, he should have done this years ago, experienced different trainers, different minds, different skills, different techniques, just something different. That's what he wants. That's what he needs for Usyk. That's what he needs for Fury. That's what he needs for top contenders. Different training methods, different techniques, different sparring. He needs to mix it up a bit. He needs to be thrown into deep waters, man, and sink or swim. Simple as that. What surprised me of what Joshua said as well was that after round 9, the fight was already finished. Just saying, man, after round 9, my eye was shut. I couldn't fight on. The fight was finished. That's very surprising to me because, that just shows that he never had that determination. He never had that fire. He never had that guy in his corner, to really rock him up and say, listen, wake up, something in those lines. He never had someone like that to push him over the edge, man. Someone like Teddy Atlas to say, well, fire me, man. This is what we're all about, man. Control the flame. Someone like that to really push him forward. Or even like a Sugar Hill, someone on that level that will push him through the hard times in the fight. It seemed like when he went to his corner, man, he was just saying that his corner was just saying, man, you need to move away, jab, things like that. Just nothing that will get you determined to win. Nothing that will, like I say, get you out of those deep waters. It's time to swim. You're drowning. He needed to wake up in that fight. But I believe he's fully awake now. I know it's not the fight, but I know that he's very serious about this fight. He's saying that he now knows the sweet science of boxing, which I'm guessing he's referring to the Ruiz fight, where he was basically untouchable. Ruiz tagged him a few times, but Joshua looked good in that fight. So when he says sweet science, I'm thinking he's talking about that fight. And then he's also talking about, he knows how to be the bigger man and come forward, which is the Dillian White fight. And he's saying, man, I know both of them, but it's not about doing one or the other. It's all in or nothing. So he's gonna try to do both things on the same night. So I believe with the Usyk fight, he was trying to outbox him. That's what it says to me. And he failed at that. Usyk was more superior boxer, more skilled boxer. Usyk was the one that had the more power over the guy that's meant to have more power. He was the guy that was pushing the bigger guy back, So I believe it's going to be a 50-50 fight, man. Don't write off AJ. You got to remember he's a gold medalist. And he's got, multiple contacts. Keep in mind he's also close with Mayweather. I wouldn't be surprised if he stopped in at Money Mayweather's crib, man, and said, hey, man, listen, I need a few pointers. I wouldn't be surprised at all. He may be doing it on the down low. Who knows, But I know that he's very serious. I know that he's putting his pride down, and he knows he needs to learn. He needs to learn from the best, and the best ain't on his team, and he learned that. He also learns how to stand his own ground, how to talk for himself. He's not saying, normally you see him giving fighters props, saying, man, he was the better guy on the night, and you never see AJ really firing like he did in this interview. In this interview he was firing, saying, listen, my trainer, if he doesn't want to work with the people I'm going to put up, man, then I ain't going to be working with him. That's what he's basically saying. You hardly see AJ doing things like that, so he's very serious. He's also stated this is a war, man. This is going to be a war. So it's all in for him, man. I believe it's going to be an epic fight, the second fight. He's also said that he doesn't mind fighting in the Ukraine, which I believe should be the case. That's in Usyk's backyard, and I hope that he does fight there. If he doesn't, it's nothing to do with their side. Usyk's got the final say, but if they don't fight in the Ukraine, it's because the money is in the UK. That's what he said. So he's making that clear that he means business. And I'm sure Usyk does as well. Usyk was always, winning in life. He's all about training hard. Comes from humble beginnings, farming and all that. So he knows what hard work is. From day dot, he knows what hard work means. He's addicted to results, Usyk is, so I know that he ain't going to take anything lightly. But I'm just saying, Joshua is going to come this time hungrier, more determined, more focused. Last time you were saying things like, this is just a sparring match. That's what this fight is, it's a sparring match, It didn't even look like he was interested in the fight, I think that he thought he would knock Usyk out, or he would trouble him, but he was the one that got troubled. He was the one that, in my opinion, should have been waved off for knockout in the last round. But hey, or stoppage, I'd say, not a knockout, sorry, a stoppage. So he's now experienced, a beating like that. the Ruiz fight, I would say, was one of those things, he knocked him out first and he was getting up, but with the Usyk fight, man, it was just round after round after round after round after round of outskilling, outboxing, overpowering him. So I believe the Usyk fight was more of a beating to Joshua, and you could see it on his face, at the end of the fight. He looked like he was in agony and pain, So he needs to go back to diversity, man, and overcome that. Bring it back to the Klitschko days, man. Fearless, throwing punches, trading punches, not scared to get hit, man. And mainly, man, just be careful. If you're going to swap it up, man, if you're going to switch it up, make sure you don't do one more than the other. You want to be doing the one that that's right. You don't want to be doing the wrong thing, is what I'm trying to say. You don't want to be trying to outbox him, then trying to attack him, then trying to outbox him. You want to be either I'm going to go out there, I'm going to attack you and knock you out, or I'm going to knock you out, man, and then I'm going to just try to box when I'm in trouble. He needs to go for the knockout. That's what I'm trying to say. He needs to knock out Usyk. If he doesn't knock him out or knock him down a few times, and it goes to 12 rounds, man, and he doesn't do that, Usyk's going to win on points. No doubt about it. He definitely needs to knock him down a few times or knock him out. So he needs to go for the attack, go forward, push him back, or it ain't going to work for him. It ain't going to work for him. But that's my take on it anyway, man. I mean, I see this as a 50-50 fight, man. Drop a comment. Let me know your take on of how you see it, man. Thanks for tuning in once again, man. Jay's channel. Drop a comment. Subscribe to the channel and all that, man, to support it. Thanks for stopping in. Peace. God bless.